Welcome back to Derby City 130. I just wanted to give you a little recap on my weight loss journey and let you know exactly where I am. When I last weighed in, I weighed in at 259 pounds, and I'm proud to say that today I am down 12 pounds. I'm now 247. So I'm looking forward to doing more things with that diet and exercise only. Just diet and exercise. I want to keep that momentum going and keep going. So with that being said, I just wanted to let you know exactly what I've been doing to lose the weight. So today I'm going to share with you one of my all-time favorite recipes. It's the spaghetti squash that I prepare with a salad on the side. So let's get started. First the ingredient that you will need is a spaghetti squash. Spaghetti squash is, you can buy it in your local market, anywhere, you know. You can get a small one or a large one. This one is a little smaller than what I usually get, but you're going to need a spaghetti squash. You're also going to need bell pepper, maybe half of a bell pepper, and you're going to need some onion. You will also need lean white ground turkey, maybe 20 ounces of this. You also will need a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, maybe 2 tablespoons of lemon pepper, and a tablespoon of basil. And what you're going to do is, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to need to cut the spaghetti squash in half. Okay. After you cut your squash open, what you want to do is inside there's going to be seeds, and you want to get those seeds out because you don't want those seeds inside your spaghetti squash after it's cooked. So what we're going to do is we're just going to scoop it out, scoop up all the seeds out of the inside of the squash into a bowl here, if I can get them. Scoop all those seeds out. First thing I like to do is take them to the sink and wash them off just a little bit, even though, you know, they're open. But I wash them off a little bit. And you just want to wash it up under the sink. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, they're not dirty or anything, but you just want to make sure you're feeding your people properly. After I wash the spaghetti squash just a little bit, just wash it off, I like to put a little bit of lemon pepper inside of the squash. Just sprinkle a little bit of lemon pepper on top of the squash. Just like this. And I also like to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil inside. I drizzle it with extra virgin olive oil on the inside. And after I do that, what I do is I take some aluminum foil. And what I do is I take it and I lay it face down on top of the foil. Like this. And what we want to do is we want to get us a cookie sheet. Get me a cookie sheet. And I want to lay them down flat onto here. And depending upon how large your spaghetti squash is, we're going to cook it for at least 45 minutes to an hour. depending on how small. These are kind of small, so these might go for 45 minutes. And you want to set your oven at 350 degrees and cook them to 45 minutes to an hour. And place them in the oven. After your spaghetti squashes, while it's cooking, you want to work on your lean ground turkey. Now, lean ground turkey is very lean and it doesn't have a lot of oil, so you're going to have to add a lot of spices to give it a little kick. So the first thing I do is I want to give it some onion, a little onion. So I'm going to cut up an onion, half of an onion to do. Okay, and I cut that. You want to cut your onion. I say maybe half of onion or whatever like it. This is the way I cut my onion. I'm not an expert in onion cutting, but I cut up my onions like that. Cut them up really good. Nice and fresh. Really good. After you've chopped up a little onion, you can also, we need bell pepper. So we're gonna cut up the bell pepper. I like to cut it like this. Let's cut out the, cut it like this. Okay, that there. And we have an orange one today, an orange bell pepper. I like to cook my bell peppers and my onions and let them saute a little bit before I add in my meat, in my mixture. What you want to do is get you a little skillet so that you can saute your onions and your bell peppers. And what you want to do is put your stove on medium heat, I would say medium heat, and get you maybe 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and then you want to add in your onions and bell peppers so they can saute. While your bell peppers and onions are sauteing, you can kind of get your turkey prepared to come into the skillet. Again, you don't want to let your bell peppers and onions cook too long because you're going to cook them again with your ground turkey. You're going to add in your ground turkey meat in your fixture, and you're going to let that saute and cook. And let that cook in there, the ground turkey, until it's done. We're going to add in a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of the lemon pepper. And we're going to add in a tablespoon of basil. And we're going to stir that up in our sauce, in our turkey, ground turkey. And let that cook. And as I stated before, a ground turkey doesn't have, this lean ground turkey doesn't have a lot of grease on it. It's very lean. So you're going to have to do extra things to make it taste to your taste. And if you can put more seasoning or less seasoning, depending upon what you prefer. While the spaghetti squash is cooking in the oven and the ground turkey is cooking, I'm going to prepare this salad. First thing we're gonna do is I've got some green leaf lettuce right here. And what I'm gonna do is just run it over and let it be wash it really good. Along with that, I'm also gonna clean the tomatoes. Make sure our tomatoes are fresh and clean that we're gonna put in our salad. Okay, while your turkey is cooking, you want to start on your salad. We've washed our salad and we have all our ingredients. I have the green leaf lettuce is washed and ready to go. I also have some cherry tomatoes that I'm going to add to my salad. We add cherry tomatoes. And I also have a little bit of spinach that I add to my salad. I like my salad very green. Green salads are the best. And so I add a little bit of spinach in there. And then I also add another little romaine lettuce with some cabbage and carrots and different things like that. I add that to the salad as well. And to top it all off, I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are great. And I love to put mushrooms in my salad as well. So I add the mushrooms in, and basically that's my little side salad that I have along with my spaghetti squash and turkey. After your spaghetti squash is cooking and you've got your ground turkey cooked or cooking, you can start on your pasta sauce. So what we want to do, what I usually do is I buy a can of a Hunt's pasta sauce, traditional sauce, and I just get a can of that and I pour that in pour it in a pan, and what I do is sometimes I add a little spices to it. I add some little Italian seasoning, a little lemon pepper, and I might put a little basil in there to add with it to give it a little kick, and put a little pepper in it. And you know, in whatever seasoning you like to spice it up, whatever you prefer, you can put in there. But that's what I usually do. And then I just put it on low heat while I'm waiting for my other ingredients to cook. After you stir that up a little bit, now you're ready to take out your spaghetti squash. It's time for spaghetti squash to come out of the oven. Okay, here we go. Let's see, it's cooked for about 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes and we can take that out. After your spaghetti squash has come out of the oven, you might want to let it sit for a little while. And then transfer it over to another bowl. And you can then begin to scrape your spaghetti. Be careful because it might be a little hot. And you can scrape the other one as well. Very good. As you're scraping the squash, you'll see that as you're pulling it, it's in the form of spaghetti. And it's very good. And it might have a little bit of water in it that you have to drain. Put a little bit of parsley flakes in here. Add a little nice touch. Parsley flakes and some basil. Put some basil. And Italian seasoning. After we've cooked our squash, we've got our ground turkey cooked, we've got our pasta sauce ready, and our salad, and now we're ready to plate. So what I do is I usually take just a squash, and I'll take squash and I'll plate it all around. You can have as much or least as you want, but you know, it's very low calories. So I don't think you would do bad by having it. So you take your squash. I'm gonna do this for 2 people, and we're gonna do this on the other plate. Getting a little bit of squash, and I'm gonna take it says like for the ground turkey, it's like 1/4 cup of ground turkey is like 140 calories. So we're gonna do like a fourth of ground turkey. It's not a whole lot. And I think a little goes a long way. And you put that on there. And if you want extra, you can have extra because it's very low, very lean. Okay. And it says, then you put a little bit of sauce on top of your meal. Okay. And let's do the other one. It's like 140 calories for this. Very low. And then you want to take some spaghetti meat sauce. Put that around there. There's like 1/4 cup of that as well. And what I like to do is I just like to put a little bit of shaved Parmesan on top. Just a little bit. Trying to get you your tomatoes. Nice salad. Oh, I'm just putting this in here because I want to make it green. I like that spinach. I'm coming all and I should have had a better spoon for this. Now I'm gonna taste it. Oh. That is good. Very good. Thank you for tuning in on my tutorial on my spaghetti squash with ground turkey. If you all cooked it, let me know how yours turned out. Thank you for watching.